Good morning class. Now let us begin with the part 2 video of chapter 1 of economics, that is graphs in economics. So let us begin our class. Okay, in the earlier session I explained you about the various types of diagrams and the aspects to be considered while drawing a diagram. Now in this session we are going to learn some of the types of graphs. Now, the first is time series graph. In a trade cycle or in cycles of economic activities, short-term and long-term regular or irregular changes are observed. So, what it is saying, there are trade cycles or the cycles of economic activities may be short-term or long-term, which is regular or irregular. That are the changes are being observed in the economy. Now, the trends of such changes are obtained with the help of statistical tools. And when graphs are drawn taking these changes as variable and time period as base, then such graphs are called time series graph. Now what are time series graph? In time series graph, the trends are being understood or studied in detailed manner by drawing the graph as the changes as variable, by taking the changes as variable and the time period as the base. In that case, you can get the time series graph. Okay, now there are various types of graphs. Say for an example, time series graph. Then you have graphs for continuous frequency distribution. In that you have histogram, frequency polygon, frequency curve, cumulative frequency polygon. These are some kind of graphs. And also you have the one kind of other graph, that is logarithm graphs. But in your syllabus you just have to study about the time series graph. Okay, the other graphs are not discussed over here. Clear with this about the graph. Now the next point, that is the next topic, is use of technology in the study of economics. That is the usage of technology in the study of economics. Now we are living in an age of digital technology and we use this technology in our daily lives. Okay, in every day-to-day life the use of technology is in a very great having a great value. Okay, so we use digital technology to stay connected with friends and relatives, to watch movies, to listen to music, to navigate our way while driving on unknown roads, to order purchase goods or to pay our bills, to buy tickets, and for many other purposes. So as said in the above examples, we all use this technology in various modes. Okay, so in order to watch movie or use to listen music or to navigate or to show the direction of our way when we are in an unknown roads, or just to pay our bills or to order anything. So in each and every day-to-day activities we use this technology, right? So technology is also used for education. So right now we are also using this technology in order to educate our students. Okay, so this is one kind of online education is one kind of use of technology. Clear? Now economics is an art and science which evolves every day as the behavior of human beings, society and state changes with time. Hence people in ordinary business of life as well as experts have to update themselves by the day, and technology helps to cope up. So this is economics is something which is art and science which involves every day as the behavior of human beings, society and any changes that takes place within the time. So in ordinary business, that is the people in ordinary business of life, also the experts have to update themselves. Okay, so as and when the technology updates, the people also have to be updated by knowing the or having the appropriate knowledge in order to use this technology, updated version of this technology. So now different types of digital tools frequently used in the study of economics are explained below. So let us study one by one. Now the computer technology. Now a student of economics is aware of the word computer. So the word computer is known to each and every student, right? Or each and every person. Okay, so we may have used a computer frequently in our school, and some of us might have also be having a computer at home. So all are using this computer, laptops and personal computers, right? In our day-to-day life and activities, the use of computer is at a very high stage. So today even smartphones perform several functions of a computer. All are knowing how the smartphones are working. It is also a working as a computer also. So all the features of a computer which the computer has, the smartphone is also possessing such features. Now we can use various programs of a computer technology in our study. Like first one is presentation. Now presentation, that is PowerPoint presentation, is one way in which you can express the complicated economic information, data and difficult theories of economics, which is made easy by expressing in a PowerPoint presentation. Clear? So any complicated data which is expressed in the PowerPoint presentation is made easier to understand and expressed easily. For example, the entire topic of budget can be highlighted in 3 slides. One can give the meaning and 2 accounts in a budget and their meaning. Another can show the example of the contents of a budget and how it is presented. So if you want to study the topic of budget, then it can also be highlighted in 3 slides. Okay, so first one giving the meaning and any example of 2 accounts of budget along with its meaning. Now the second slide can be shown with the contents of a budget and how it is presented, and on the third slide can give the trends of the budget, that is the any changes occurring in the budget within any span of years. Okay, trends of budget in our country, or can give the actual budget of a government for a recent year. Clear with this presentation? Now the second is Excel worksheets. Now economics deals with lot of data. Researchers sometimes deal with data in thousands of observations. For instance, if we do a survey on a number of items produced by small-scale industries in India, we may get thousands of observations. Such data must be entered in an Excel sheet, and this sheet can process the data for any formula at one click. Okay, so Excel sheets are some. I hope everyone have used this Excel worksheet. Now, what this Excel worksheet is used for? It is used for calculating and analyzing the quantitative data. Okay, so researchers sometimes deal with thousands of observations, and by surveying on number of items produced by small scale industries, you are having thousands of observations. So in order to calculate and analyze the data by using some kind of formulas or methods, these Excel worksheets help you a lot. Say for an example, it gives us sum total, averages, correlations and much more. Like this, you can analyze your data. Excel sheets are almost an important tool for processing data in economics. Now we can also obtain various figures for the data in an Excel sheet. So clear with this Excel worksheets that are used in the computer, which is one of the feature in computer technology. Now the third one is diagrams and graph. Now there are several programs in a computer which help us to draw diagrams and graphs, which we frequently use in economics. Okay, so diagrams and graphs are one kind of easier method to understand any kind of raw data or any kind of complicated data which can be understood easily by even a lay person. Okay, that is a normal person can also understand it without anyone's help, that is which is self-explanatory. Now there are simple drawing tools in a Word file which can be used to draw simple freehand figures like simple downward sloping or upward sloping demand or supply curve. Now you are all aware about this Word file. Okay, you all have used the computers, so you are knowing how to draw a freehand figures like simple downward sloping or upward sloping demand or supply curve. Clear? Now Excel sheet, what this Excel sheet do? The Excel sheet helps you to plot almost all types of diagrams and graphs for the data which we enter in the worksheet. So we must only know the formula for doing so and give the relevant command. So for using this Excel sheet, you should be aware about the formulas and give the appropriate command so that you get the authentic data. Okay, you get the exact value. Clear with this Excel sheet and the Word file. Now the fourth point is storage tools. Now in order to, what it is saying, we use plenty of study material in economics. So such materials becomes useful in higher studies in economics or for research. We need space and carefulness to preserve such material in the form of physical notes, notebooks or books. So there is also a fear of losing such material owing to moisture, pests, etc. So what we can do, we can preserve all such material in a computer. Right, what do you understand by this? That it is saying that if you study in a higher if you are studying in the higher studies of in economics, or you are doing any research work, so in that case you are having a lot of data material with you. So in order to put this material in a safer side, in the form of a physical notebooks or books, there is a fear of losing such material, or owing to moisture, or say pests. Then in that case you can just store in your computer, because the computer has a very large space in order to store your data, and it would be saved for a longer time period. So there is no fear in losing when you save in your computer or any hard disk. Clear? Now, but we can preserve all such materials in computer. Besides, it can be carried anywhere. So the another importance or the another advantage in storing in the computer is that you can just carry it anywhere by just transferring it in a hard disk or a pen drive. So by transferring it in email, Dropbox, Google Drive, digital locker, etc., we can access this material and read it in any part of the world. The study materials can be preserved with the help of computer technology. So what it is saying, by just storing in your computer and just transferring it to your hard disk or pen drive, you can just carry to any part of the world and can also access it in any part of the world and just read it in your free time. Clear with this? So it could be preserved for a longer time with the help of this computer technology. Now the fifth point is other tools. Now statistical programs like SPSS, then SHAZAM, eViews, SAS, etc. are developed to do almost all types of data processing for lakhs of observation in just minutes by entering the right formula. So these are the programs which help you to process the data which are in lakhs of observations, and within minutes you can just calculate it by just putting the right formula in it. Now research institutes buy such programs. These are very expensive. So the other point to note, that it is very expensive. These softwares or these programs are very expensive. Now, however, certain software like Gretel, PSPP, R, etc. can be obtained free of cost through the internet. Now, other than the above said software, you can also use Gretel, PSPP, R, etc. These kind of software which are just free of cost and is available on the internet. So, clear with this other tools? Now, there are some caution in using such computer technology. That is some kind of warning you should remember. Okay, so what are they? Now, computer is an aid in studying and it is not a study material by itself. So what you understand that the computer is just an aid. Aid means just a helpful thing that helps you to studying. But it is not the actual study material by itself. Okay, it just helps you out to find out the data or the information. Now, it helps you to make the process of studying easier and faster, but it does not replace the process of studying. So, it just helps you to study in an easier and a faster manner, but it does not replace the actual process of studying. Clear with this? Now, if you do not use the right commands in a computer, we may end up losing our material. So, you should be aware that you should use the right command in order to operate your computer. Otherwise, what will happen? You may just end up by losing your material. We may also end up getting incorrect graph and data processing if you do not know the correct formulas and commands. So clear with this, you should be very much aware about the correct formulas and the correct commands to give to your computer in order to get the relevant and the authentic data. Otherwise, you will just end up by getting the fraud or incorrect data. Clear with this? Now, this second point, that is the next topic, is internet technology. Now, internet is another facility created by digital technology which all of us have used from time to time. So, all are using this internet. Now, the use of internet in economics can be summarized in the following chart. So, a quick summary is given to you about the purpose of internet technology. Now, what are the purpose? Let us study one by one. Now the first purpose is tutorials. Now what it is? Some education websites put PowerPoint presentations and study material along with worksheets on the open access link which can be viewed as such presentations as tutorials. So you can just open your YouTube and just see the websites that for you the educational tutorials. Clear with this? So if you want to study about any topic, you can just view it in your YouTube application, which would be available every time and easy to open and access the link. Okay, anyone in the world just can open the YouTube and just see the tutorials that is provided to you. Clear with this? Now active learning. Now what is the manner in which this internet helps you? Now some videos of lecturers by experts are put on open access sites by some educational institutions. Some institutions create live lectures available to students. We can register on these sites and we can listen to a lecture on the net like we do in our classroom. Example lectures by experts are available in economics and other subjects. So say for an example, the applications such as Unacademy or Byju's, these are some kind of application that provides you videos of lectures conducted by the experts. Okay, so it is put on an open access site so that you can visit and just attend the sessions which are being conducted by the experts of the world. Okay, so who are quite expert in their field of knowledge. So in this way the internet helps you for the active learning. Now the third purpose is reading material. Now numerous books are available online free of cost for reading. So you can find out many books that is available to you just for reading and to get the information. Now some good research articles, copies of journal, etc. are also available for reading. Some articles, books and journals can be accessed by paying some annual fees on those websites. These materials are called e-books and e-journals, etc. So it is quite self-explanatory that what it is saying, that the reading material, that is numerous books are available, numerous copies of journals and many good research articles are being posted on the internet, in which you can just go visit the website and just read it out, or otherwise you can just also pay some annual fees on the website in order to read out such articles and books and journals. Clear with this? Now the fourth purpose. Now the fourth purpose is information. Now by merely searching, we can get information on universities offering degrees in economics or any other information about any subject. So by surfing on the internet, you can get any kind of information. Say for an example, if you want the information on universities offering degrees in economics or any other information about any subject, so any kind of information that you are in search, you can just Google it up, or you can go visit the Chrome application and get the information. Clear with this? Fourth point, information. Now fifth point is miscellaneous. Now we can get quotes of economists, names of reference books, etc. also on internet by using the search engine. So by just searching or just by googling it up, you can just find out the quotes of economists. Now any kind of names of reference books like this, you can just get it out on the internet. Clear with this? Now sixth point is data. Now there are various data available on this internet. Now in economics, the economics use a lot of secondary data. Say for an example, if you want to get the data that is regarding to the budget of a government or any kind of data regarding banking, say for an example of agricultural production, or you have to find out the value of exports and imports, or something related data related to poverty, employment, industrial production and many others, then these data can be accessed from authentic websites. Clear with this? So data are available on this internet. For example, authentic site for data on banking in India is the official website of Reserve Bank of India. For exports and imports is the website of Ministry of Commerce and Industries of Government of India. So these are the official websites that has been available on the internet. So just by visiting these official websites, you are going to get the authentic data and relevant information. Clear with this? Now down it is also given some organizations and agencies functioning at national and international levels also collect, publish as well as put data on websites. Say for an example, CSO, NSSO, WHO, UNO, IMF, World Bank and like this so on. Understood? Now the caution in using internet for education. Now there are some warning in using such internet for education. Now let us study that. Like computer, internet is also only a tool. So internet is only just a tool in just understanding and which helps you to study. Clear? Now it cannot replace your books and teachers or our own thinking and reasoning. So a lot of substandard material, irrelevant information, misleading information, vulgarized articles are also found on the internet. Clear with this? So there are chances that you get a lot of substandard material which are quite irrelevant information and mislead you like this and results you in getting the wrong data. Clear with this? So we must avoid using those websites which is misleading you and giving you the wrong or the fraud information. So readers must have the wisdom of identifying the authentic material on internet. So it depends on the person who is surfing on the internet or the readers who are reading on the internet. It depends upon those readers to have the perfect knowledge or have the wisdom in identifying the authentic material. So you should be capable enough to identify which one is the authentic website and which one is a fraud website that is misleading you. Clear with this? Only authentic websites must be referred to, otherwise we may end up getting misled. Clear with this? You should be visiting only the authentic websites that would be providing you the perfect and the relevant data. Otherwise you would be just end up by getting misled. Clear with this? Now the last topic is data CDs, that is compact disc. Now all are known with this, aware about this compact discs. Okay, so all have used also in their life once in their life. Clear with this? Now some authorities and agencies like laboratories, research centers, government agencies, etc. get involved in collection and publication of information and data pertaining to macroeconomic indicators, put huge data content in compact discs and sell those for researchers and educational institutions. So what these authorities or the big agencies like laboratories and research centers or government agencies, they have the collection of numerous data in their hand that is related to the macroeconomic indicators. And what they are having this kind of huge data content in the compact disc. They just store it in the compact disc and then what they do, they just sell it out for the researchers who are in the field of research and studying purpose, and also to some of the educational institutions. Such CDs are used by educational institutions, research institutes, etc. for their studies. Okay, so they use in their research work or use in there for just studying in the field of economics. So some such data series are frequently used in economics. Which are they? Say for an example, CD of National Income Accounts of India, or CD of Census of India, or you can say Annual Survey of Industries in India. So the CD providing the annual survey of industries that are built in India. Then CD of NSSO, that is National Sample Survey Organization. So these are some kind of CDs that are available from the authentic agencies or the authentic authorities. So which will provide you the official data and the relevant data. Clear with this? Now some agencies like CMI also create data software which can be purchased only by research institutes and corporations, as these are very expensive. So some kind of agencies, that is this CMI agency also create this software which can be purchased by the research institutes and corporations, but these softwares are quite expensive. Clear with this? Now the difficulty in using this data series. Now what are the difficulties that has been faced in using such data series? Now since the data series and software contain a huge size of data, these become complicated to use. So having huge data or the huge size of data, it becomes sometimes it becomes complicated in the usage. So there are several sheets in CD and one must have the knowledge regarding searching the relevant data sheet and get the relevant data. So in using such data series, the one must have the perfect knowledge or the acquired knowledge in searching the relevant data sheet and the relevant data from the CD, because it is having a huge size of data. So it is very complicated to use. So in that case you should be aware and have the perfect knowledge in that usage of a CD. Clear with this? Otherwise you will just end up by getting the wrong information, or just in assumption you may end up. Clear with this? So students, thank you for this today's session. Stay tuned with me for the next sessions. Thank you.